each other. Next, let's talk about like specific like exam strategies. During the exam, what should you do? So the first thing I think you should do for any exam is to make a plan. If you can, look through the entire exam. Sometimes in like a remote format, that's not always possible. But if you can, look through the entire exam and decide how you'll tackle the exam. And this can be like pretty informal. And there are a lot of ways you could do this. One way is to like look through the exam, identify the easiest and hardest problems, and go like easiest to hardest as a plan, right? It doesn't have to be super like complex. Or you could look, for example, at the point distributions and decide, okay, I want to make sure I leave enough time for like the big point problems. So for example, if on an exam, there's a true or false section where each question is worth 1 point and it's 10 points total, versus there's a free response section that's worth 40 points. You definitely want to make sure you, like maybe the true or false is easier, but you want to make sure you spend enough time. You make sure you want to leave enough time for the big like free response question and not get too lost in the weeds with the true or false. So essentially, this is just making sure that you are able to get through the exam in a way that optimizes your success. And then as you take the exam, you want to revisit and revise this plan. So if a problem you thought was easy was actually a lot harder than you expected, you will want to just abandon that problem and work on something else, for example. You just want to basically keep thinking about like the meta portion of the exam, like not just the problems, but also how you're tackling the exam as you're doing the exam. And then finally, if you can, leave time at the end to check your work. And speaking from experience, what I found is that if you have enough time to check your work and you do go back and check your work, there's almost always something that you messed up on that you can fix for like easy points. So like whether it's you messed up like for a math problem, you messed up the arithmetic a little bit and got to the wrong answer, you can fix that. If it's like an essay-based exam, going back and editing your work helps make it just like so much more organized and much more compelling. So this is like the general structure of how to tackle exams in general.